Hi! Whoa. Hey YouTube! Welcome back to We Sibs, West Coast, East Coast siblings, where we cover your favorite movies and TV shows. And in case you didn't notice, I am on Christopher's couch because
She's stolen my set. Subscribe. Click the
Anyway. So, we are covering The Bachelorette Season 17, Episode 4. So, you guys, this is going to be a less structured review because, honestly, it was such a boring episode. Nothing happened. Believe it or not, they dragged out the drama with Thomas for the whole 2 hours. Now, I just want to state some outside information that we have. We know that The Bachelorette wrapped early this year. And I'm thinking it's because they didn't have enough content because Katie, she seems very no nonsense. Like, she seems very much not willing to tolerate anybody who's there for the wrong reasons. She just cuts them off. Before we get into all of that, don't forget to like this video if you like this video, comment, subscribe, and click the bell so you can be notified of all of our coverage here on We Sibs. So first, let's talk about the group date. I actually really like this group date. It was full of different challenges and truth or dare situations. We got to see the guys like laid back. They had a good time. They ate too much food. Some of them got waxed, which was like really rough to watch. Poor Trey got his behind waxed. That was like really uncomfortable, but funny. But it was nice to see after all of the tense drama. After the group date, obviously the guys sit down and it's time for them to have their like cocktail party / like one-on-one time with Katie. All they could talk about was Thomas and how they thought Thomas was a liar, how they thought he was manipulative, how they just thought he was a bad guy. And I would say the instigator of all of this was Trey. Trey just could not let it go. He kept bringing it up. He kept belaboring the point. And then you have Andrew, who's like, listen, that is their business. Like, I trust Katie to make the right decision, and I'm not going to step on her toes. And Trey's just like, no, he's a bad guy. We need to get him out of the house, blah, blah, blah. So it basically becomes like this kind of argument between Andrew and Trey on what to do about telling her or not telling her. Also, I saw Condor C for the first time, and I think he went home this week. I still hold on to the fact that I think Greg is going to be in the top 2 or 3 for surezies. But Andrew also, got in there. He got a kiss from Katie. I don't think that's gonna last though. Oh, so then during the group date, Trey decides to tell Katie his misgivings about Thomas. He tells her, and she really, really appreciates it because that's her biggest fear, someone being here for the wrong reasons. So she talks to all of the guys in the circle, asks them if there's anything they want to tell her about Thomas. They all kind of snitch and be like, yeah, he kind of sucks. And so she gives Trey the date rose because she appreciates his honesty. Whoop-de-doo. Honestly, that has nothing to do with her relationship or how she feels about Trey. It's just like she's going to reward him for being a snitch, which, I mean, I understand, but it's just kind of like, that's not what those roses are for, Anyway, after all of the drama, Thomas goes up to Katie and they have a conversation about everything that everyone else has been talking about Thomas. And he was talking, but my brain was literally like, what are you saying? And why do I care? I was over it. Anyway, he tries to tell Katie again a whole bunch of nothing. Then later on, Tayshia comes up and tells her, listen, there's someone from my past that I think you would be really interested in meeting. And he's like a really great guy and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, obviously, mystery guy turns out to be Blake. Katie asks some good questions of Blake. She's like, you've met with 3 other bachelorettes. Like, what are you doing here? Like, I just feel like you might be here for fame, especially with her insecurities over everything that happened with Thomas. And Blake pretty much is like, listen, I wouldn't be here if I didn't see strong potential between the 2 of us. And that seems to be enough for Katie. Like, I was excited for Blake to come, but I don't know, after his whole spiel with Katie and why he was being there, why he wanted to be there, it just felt a little disingenuous. Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. Is it ingenuous? Disingenuous? Whatever the heck the word is. You know what I mean. Katie what am I trying to say? She gives out the roses. Is it dishes? She gives everybody the roses that she wants to give. The rose she has in her hand. What? Giving? Divvies. She divvies out the roses. Thanks. My brother's smart. Not really, but sometimes. Anyway.
What does that make you?
Hey, shut up! So she has the last rose, and she's like, Thomas? And all the guys are like, oh my gosh, she's gonna give Thomas a rose? Ugh! And then she's like, you lied to me, you manipulated me, and I'm not gonna stand for it anymore. And then she kicks him out, and it's like, okay. So that was that. And honestly, once again, you guys, I feel like all of the guys in the house feel like they can tell Katie who they don't want in the house. And if they agree on that as a group, she will kick that person out. And that's not Katie making that decision. That's her being manipulated by the rest of the guys to create a happy house environment for them instead of it being about her. It's whoever she wants, not whoever they're comfortable living with. And we'll see how it goes next week when apparently Hunter, how is he still there? He doesn't like Blake there stepping on his turf, coming out of nowhere. Apparently Hunter causes some problems. Looks like he busts somebody in the butt and maybe ends up sending that person to the hospital. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see if everyone in the house turns on Hunter like they did Carl, Cody, and now Thomas. I was just really underwhelmed by this one. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think Katie did the right thing by kicking Thomas out, or do you think she's being manipulated by the guys in the house? I think she might be being manipulated. Granted, I mean, Thomas didn't seem like anyone worth keeping anyway, but she really liked him. Yeah, you guys, that's all I have for this week's episode of The Bachelorette. As always, like this video if you like this video, comment, subscribe, and click the bell so you can be notified of all things SIBZ. I will be back in Los Angeles. So, yeah. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next week.
Los Angeles?
Los Angeles? That's how you say it.
You don't say Los Angeles. You notice nobody says it with an E. They say it like us or is.
They're mispronouncing it.
Los Angeles.
They can't speak English because it's actually Los Angeles.
No, it's no. Okay.
Hablo español.
All right, no.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Peace.
Are you done?
Yeah, I said I was done, didn't I? Frick!